Don't come with hate, you gotta love that. Sit down with the smoke, you don't want that. Sit down with the smoke, you don't want that. Sit down with the smoke, you don't want that. Sit down with the smoke, you don't want that. Sit down with the smoke, you don't. I guess I got a lot of stigmas, some ideas and a lot of assumptions.
Yo, and we're back. Back. Yeah. Saying with him with the 1-2. Hip Hop Advocate Show with John Figs.
De La Music.
And the rock.
Man, you see the shirt. We building tonight.
Woo.
The Gauze is building.
Baby.
The Gauze is building.
The Gauze is building. Peace, Lord. Yo, our next guest.
Talk it.
Straight from the mother the borough that mother this rap shit. I'm so excited. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because we got a true MC in the building.
Yeah.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Bronx born. You know what I'm saying? Dwelling in Tampa for now. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
But
3.
when you listen to the man's lyrics, it's
Just the
NY,
sound.
baby.
Just the sound. The whole sound.
The whole sound is NY,
It's
baby.
NY.
You hear it.
I'm like, nah, this dude ain't from Tampa. When I was hearing this shit. You know,
I be-
respect to the Bay, yo. Shout out to the Bay, you know, in Tampa Bay.
Definitely. Shout out to all my Tampa niggas, everybody, my Tampa women, all that. You know, beautiful women out there, beautiful people, beautiful weather.
Yo, we got another. You might heard his voice right now. The backdrop. Asaru.
Asaru, what up?
I said it with a Spanish accent.
What up?
I said it with a Dominican
Yo,
accent.
brother, thanks for coming through.
My brother.
No doubt. Thanks for having me. You already know. It's good to be here.
Yeah, man.
My brother.
My
Yo,
man.
that sound, man. Yo, I just gotta be like, what is intriguing that sound, man? That
Definitely is.
you know what I'm saying? Especially you're in Tampa Bay. What is making you? What is driving you to continue that tradition?
Well, I mean, I'll put it this way. Like, where I grew up, like, I heard, like, I'm an old soul, you know what I'm saying? So I've heard, like, just growing up in the crib, like, my mother was blasting WBLS, Temptations, Al Green, like, all types of shit. You know what I mean? So that was, I was hearing that all day, and then I became a Temptations head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Off the, you know, just off of that. So then that eventually just translated into hip hop. What I was listening to, like my early memories of hip hop was Hove, Rockefeller, Dipset, G Unit, Kanye.
Oh, shit, the golden era.
You know what I mean? Like that was Wu Tang, Nas, Big. Like that was what I was hearing like all my life. You know what I mean? Tribe, De La, all types of just different Outkast, all types of just different vibrations in the crib. And you know, for somebody that's, you know, in their 20s, like it's difficult. I mean, it's not difficult, but you definitely stick out like a sore thumb. You do. Especially, and then you move to the South. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Then you kind of stick out like a sore thumb. So then, but I just that's the music that's in my heart. You know what I mean? That was just the stuff I was listening to hallway school days, elementary, middle school, high school days. That's all I was just bumping. Like I was just bumping Nas, J, Hove. You know what I mean? Big, just Tribe, all types of different stuff and different energies. So when I was walking through them hallways, that's what I was listening to all day, and it just influenced me. I was just enamored by that too. Like I remember watching like the Shook Ones video and being like, yo, I heard that beat all my life. I just didn't know what the song was at the time. I heard that beat all my life. And I was just watching the video and I'm like, yo, niggas got Hennessy jerseys on.
Young Bucks too.
Niggas
18.
19,
These
20
dudes
years
18.
old, they rhyming like this. And they 19, 20. Not when like Nas is rhyming at 19, 20 like this.
Yeah. And
I was just like,
Compare it to 18, 19-year-olds now, man.
you know what I'm saying?
Where's the poetry, right? Where's the poetry in your raps?
So in that, it just became like, I'm gonna rap on these niggas' level or even better. I want to rap just like these niggas. I don't want to be underneath. No, I want to be just like these niggas. I want to be. I saw Puff and Big doing what they was doing, just studying that and just seeing what it was, and I was just like, I want to be these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I want to rap like these. I want to rap like this.
You hear the influence.
Yeah, you want to take whatever you grasp and move it forward.
Right, exactly. And that's also another thing I kept in mind because like it's easy to get lost in
the source.
That, and it's also easy to get lost in like tradition sometimes where you kind of like don't want to evolve past that because of course I understand we're not in 1995. We in 2022. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing was like, all right, how could I be diverse enough and be myself enough and still maintain like a sense of knowing that I'm a part of this era without going super far left and doing what I don't want to do and doing just compromising my sound in order to fit in with a certain
That's
mold.
a tough part right there.
It is a very tough part, but I've learned over time, like I find like the dudes that like I was inspired by Jay Nas, like they were able to like really transcend past that era, and they were able to evolve to the point where they're still relevant.
They were innovators. They were innovators on the mic. They were innovators on the mic with the sound, you know.
Right.
But that was also an era where you had to be different.
Right. You had to be original. Authenticity was key. Now everybody sound fucking same. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna say everybody, but like a lot of people thrive off like. I feel like the individuality in the individual self is kind of dead. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people just attach themselves to trends of what's hot.
Ride that wave, you know?
Right, and just ride that wave. They don't want to push the mold and really just go forward and evolve this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I try to just be a bridge between the era that I was raised off of, listening to Cuban Links, listening to Supreme Clientele, listening to the Infamous, listening to the Reasonable Doubts and to the 36s and all that, and just at the same time meshing it with today. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just pushing that shit forward.
See, that's big. It's big that you bringing it back to our era, like the era we grew up on, right? There's an age difference here, right? How old are you?
I'm 22.
22?
Yeah, I'll be 23 in November.
Yo, you just blew my motherfucking mind right now, bro. You just blew. I would have thought you were like maybe like 28, 29.
He said he's an old soul.
Yeah, exactly.
You just blew my mind right now.
Yeah.
You just blew my shit even bigger than Now because going off and listening to your joints, like that's heavy right there. I'm even a bigger fan.
I appreciate that, bro.
I'm even a bigger fan because I really I'm really into your sound. The big thing that we like to do, we like to showcase people and let them tell their story.
Right.
So what got you on the mic? 22 years old. Damn. Like, I'm thinking we're gonna go back further. Shit, we're going back like. Maybe 10 years.
Yeah. I was like maybe 9, 10, and I was like because I was like starting to really tap into like 90s hip hop heavy around that time, and my grandmother had passed. You know what I'm saying? And I started like really trying to figure out like a way to cope with that shit, because she was like my second mother. You know what I mean? My mother was doing college, just trying to make a better way for me. While we was in New York at the time, you know what I mean? Really just trying to change her life and just evolve as a human being and as an individual. And she saw a way that was outside of the 5 boroughs, you know what I mean? She saw a life outside of that.
Yeah.
But in that, you know what I mean, I was with my grandmother when my mother was at school, late nights. And she used to take care of me, you know what I mean? That was like my best friend. So when she passed, I was just really just trying to find a coping mechanism. And it started off with poetry. And then I was like, if I can make words rhyme, I can make a rap song. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I thought. And then one day I was just on the computer, like, remember Windows Media playing shit like that? Yeah. Remember the little old shit you had to log in and then you see the like little animated shits that was going on the screen?
You could record too.
Yeah, right, exactly. I was scrolling through the computer and I was scrolling through music. I was like, Illmatic, fuck is this?
Ooh, that's how you discovered Illmatic?
Yes, it was just on it was like the 10th anniversary. Remember like the gray cover with it was like the 10th anniversary? That was the one I found. And I was like, what is this? I threw it on. Genesis come on, okay. Then this song called New York State of Mind come on.
Wow.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, what is this? I just heard it was the beat that just it caught me first. Rappers a monkey fooling with the funky really might be kicked.
Man.
What?
And then I heard that and I was like, nah, I gotta let this whole shit run. And I was after just listening to it, after just Illmatic just played through, I was like, this is what I want to do. I know a lot of people got that story. as it pertains to that album specifically. And I don't mean to sound cliche when I say that shit, but like I was like 9, 10, like just like I was like, yo, what is this? Yeah. This is something else.
I think that's like that's like #1 album of all time.
Yeah. Personally to me, like that album, like not only just changed my life, but that shit saved my life. Like I was just like, wow, like I just never heard nobody rap like that before. Yeah. to where I could see everything that was happening. Like I could see
Painted a
Queensbridge. I could see
visualizing.
what was happening. Talking just the things he was saying and talking about, I could see it all, and I never really had an experience like that.
Laughing
before.
at dope heads.
Laughing at bass heads, trying to sell some broken amps. G-Packs get off quick, forever niggas talk shit. Right, I'm seeing it, and I'm like, nah, this is what I want to do right here. I want to rap like that. Yeah. And then from then on, it was just a rap mission from there.
Wow. Yeah, nah, the dude, man.
Official.
Nas, man. Nas definitely, that album, man, it struck the world, man.
Mm-hmm.
It changed. Yeah, it changed everything.
Yeah. Nobody was wrong. From what I studied before that album and after, nobody was rapping like that before that album.
So that you've been writing since like
9-10 years old.
You started like putting things together.
Yeah, I didn't start recording until I was like 13, 14. I got to shout out my pops, too, because he was the one that really saw it early. You know what I mean? So he was the one that was like, yo, I'm going to buy you some equipment. We going to get in. We going to lock in. I'm going to make sure that this gets molded correctly. So I got to shout out my pops first and foremost for that shit. He bought me my mic at 13, 14.
Oh, damn.
And that was just then I just was teaching myself how to record. He was teaching me how to do the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then from there, it just
Big shout
every
to
year it
Pops.
just progressed. Yeah,
Pop
shout out to
Dukes,
Pop
man.
Dukes.
He planted that seed.
Yeah.
He just making
And through
it
him
grow.
also, like I was just listening to things shit he used to play in the whip. Like I would just ride around. Cause first of all, I really gotta say this, and I don't really say this often. But Black Moon, Smith and West, that's my family. Like Black Moon, like 5FT is my blood uncle.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my blood uncle. Shout out to Uncle Five.
Yo.
Word. You know what I'm saying? So it was that too, just seeing, I'm like, I got family in this shit too. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, there's all the stuff he's playing.
As a spark plug too, right?
Yeah,
Because it's like, yo, damn, this shit's in my blood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
Inspiration right there.
yeah, so from there, I just heard all the stuff. Busta Rhymes albums, Redman albums, Redman three albums, Meth first album, and that top 5, I'm gonna get to that too, because my 4 and 5.
Yeah, no, we're
crazy.
gonna get to that later.
My 4 and 5
My
get
man's
crazy.
ready, yo.
My three is
We're
set,
gonna
but my
get
4
to that
and
later.
5 is like it depends on the day. But like just hearing like all the shit in the whip, like I was just like, man, like this is just crazy. Like all this stuff, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. So from there, it just was like, all right, I'm gonna rap. I wanted to make them dudes like impressed. Like that was like that whole thing. Like I just wanted to make them dudes impressed. And I knew just rhyming like the shit I was starting to just write at a certain time. When I got to like 15, 16, dudes around me was like, yo, where you learn to like, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but they was like, yo, where you learn to like write all out? I had to put people, I'm like, yo, listen to this album. Listen to Reasonable Doubt. Listen to When Disaster Strikes. Listen to Muddy Waters. Listen to Meth albums. Listen to,
That's a slept on one.
you know what I'm saying? Like, listen to these albums. You gonna figure it out. And once you listen to it all, I had my friends tap in. I'm like, listen to these albums.
That's
Word.
refreshing though, man. Somebody your age, man, to like, you know, study the game. That's the way it's
Yeah.
supposed to be done. Like
Yeah.
that's the way a real MC, a real artist is supposed to tap in and go back and learn and see where it came from.
Right.
You know.
A true student of the game.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
That
Yo,
shit
you're
is-
making us proud, man.
I
You're making us
appreciate
real
that.
proud
Yeah,
of it.
yeah,
Man,
man.
fuck that. I
he
almost
graduated.
I caught a tear right now.
Word. Word. Hip hop is beautiful, man. Hip hop is
Nah,
a
it is, man.
very,
If you go
very
back-
beautiful culture.
Yeah, if you go back, man, you see the beauty of it.
Yeah.
You see how how far it's come along.
And you being born in, like I said, the mother of this, you know what I mean? The Bronx, the
Right.
BX.
Right. Co-op City. Anybody from Co-op City out there? You know what I mean? Section 1, Building 8, Apartment 33D.
Bronx is wild, yo.
Very.
Bronx be wild.
Very. Depending on where you at, too. Like, Co-op is a little bit smoother over there. Like, it's not so much going on. But then when you get past, like, 149th and all that, you go past that.
Yeah, you go to the other side. You go to the west side of the Bronx.
West side of the Bronx,
South
South
Bronx.
Morrisania, all that shit.
Fordham,
Anderson
all that
Avenue,
shit. That
Ford Road.
That's just a movie all day, every day.
Yes, yeah.
So we touched on your introduction to music, and I want to take it now to the present day. What are you working on right now? You got any projects coming out? You got anything in the works?
Yeah, we just dropped a project, All Praises Due, last October.
Praises Due.
That's on Illsboro Records. Shout out to DJ Sam, man.
Yeah.
I gotta shout out to DJ Sam. I'm gonna get into that in a minute too.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, These factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Este episodio de los Hip Hop Advocates es traído a ustedes por McDonald's. McDonald's es más que un lugar de comida sabrosa. Es un lugar donde la gente conecta. No necesitamos otra razón para reunirnos en McDonald's, pero el crew sigue dándonos más. Si tengo que manejar una milla extra para llegar a McDonald's, lo hago. Es tu gente, tu comunidad y tu relación con el crew de McDonald's lo que hace que sea tu McDonald's. Cuando acabamos de grabar un episodio de los Hip Hop Advocates, siempre paramos en nuestro McDonald's local a donde nos sentimos como estamos en nuestra casa. Todos tenemos un McDonald's en nuestro barrio especial para nosotros. ¿Cuál es el tuyo? McDonald's, me encanta.
But I'll say right now, Sandman has been really instrumental in just my career and really just taking me to a level that I couldn't have even saw. I knew I wanted to get to a certain level, and I got way more to go. I got way more work to do. But as far as what I've been able to accomplish this last 2 years working with him,
man. So where you get your production from? Because I mean, I wasn't expecting to hear the shit that I heard. I'll be honest with you.
He's like, yo,
when I heard it, I'm like,
I'm gonna keep it in the
this
top.
nigga got it. This nigga got he got an ear
Some fuego
for what this shit's supposed to sound
appreciate
like.
that. Yeah, like certain beats, like I ain't gonna front. Certain beats I do by myself.
Oh, you do your own shit too?
Yeah, certain beats I do. Like I did I got a few joints I did. I did 85% of the Draws Loop album that came out in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I did a track called All Praises Due, which is the title track.
That's the title
on my
track.
last
Yeah,
project.
that shit's hard.
You got the video for that.
Yeah, the video.
So I'll be honest with you before I even started clicking on the tracks. When I saw the title, I was like, "Oh, this just sound like a gospel album." When I saw Amen, and I saw, when I started hearing, I was like, "Yo, nah, this shit is hard.
Yeah,
this shit is hard."
that,
And then you start hearing the concept.
Kirk Franklin.
I'm like, "Yo, I'll be honest with you, because the first two tracks, we getting too far ahead, but the first one was Amen." And then
the second one was Pray, yeah.
The praise, I was like, I think this shit gonna be a gospel album. That was before I even heard the first
I knew
track.
that was gonna spin people. So like, people probably gonna think this shit is a gospel album. Son.
You thought I was gonna say, Lord, give me your son.
Yeah, nah. But with that, I got like as far as beats, like I hit up a few different people as far as beats. Like I got my man in Trust One. I think he out in Boston. I got my man DLP. He from upstate. He actually did the top tier record that we just dropped. Go check that out. That shit crazy.
That shit's hard.
And other than that, sometimes I might get a beat from I might make a beat myself. I might get a beat from, just a few people.
Random people you meet, right?
Yeah, I rock with my guy Average out in Tampa. I think personally, I'm going to say Guy Average is the best producer in Tampa, Florida right now.
Wow.
The best.
Check him out.
I got a project with him coming out. I'm probably going to drop that next summer. It's called Cycles. And I got an EP I'm trying to drop on my birthday this year. So
When's that?
11/25, November 25th.
Okay.
We working on that. We definitely that's in the works. All that is in the works. But
We're going to November.
Yeah. Oh yeah, going to November. But until then, we going, huh?
You cool with Pusha Preem?
Yeah, Preem. That's my man's right there. You know what I mean? That's my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all linked up,
Jay
man.
Brown.
That Jay Brown. That's my brother right there. Shout out to Jay Brown.
They was over here.
Yeah, I know. That's how I tapped in with y'all.
Let me tell you, Jay Brown especially. After shit, we was just chilling and we started freestyling. Motherfucker
Jay
blew
Brown.
me away.
Jay
Brown blew me away.
Like Jay Brown, like he's like that's my brother. You know what I mean? Like I ain't got like as far as like the local scene, you get around the industry, like you really get to see like it be a lot of phony shit. But when it's rare times where you get around genuine dudes. I gotta say Jay Brown, especially that's my heart right there. I see him, we hug.
He's good money. He's good money.
We hug. That's a real solid brother right there. Shout out to Jay Brown.
With Preem and everybody, is a lot of love. A lot of
definitely.
Real love.
Yo, we had him in. Beat this. So we like, all right, boom, the show's over. They're throwing some beats, throwing some heavyweight shit.
Start going.
My man said, yo, we gonna test these motherfuckers.
Because a lot of Pusha Preem's joints are more like
up-tempo,
radio friendly, up tempo. So we was like, let's see where he's at. Yo, they ripped it.
Yeah,
They killed
Cream,
it.
Yeah.
Cream and Jake
So
and Ron.
shout out
They
to
They
them.
definitely got our respect. They got our
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Word.
Both
Killed
of them.
it, killed
Word.
it, killed
Yo,
it.
one question. Have you seen Pusha Preem's real face?
Yes.
Oh shit!
Yes. I saw his real face. I seen his real face twice. I seen his real face twice.
That's
Y'all
like
didn't-
finding a 4-leaf clover.
Y'all didn't hear that from me. I seen his face. I met him like he ain't had a mask on, and I didn't like. And at first, like I was confused. I thought he might have been two different people. But then I seen him again. Like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, okay, I met you. Yeah. And I met him. Yeah, I met him the first time through a videographer we used to work with. And then like after that, I'm like, okay, dude got the mask. Okay. And then I seen him a second time. And he just, yo, I met you with no mask. I'm gonna chill. Took the shit off and spoke to me. Had a whole conversation. But yeah, I seen Preem without a mask.
So
What's up, man?
he's like, all right, you see me without a mask, that's for life. You can see me without a mask.
Yeah.
Nah, that's
Yeah.
dope, man.
Yeah.
So,
I
mean,
want to
it's
see
just-
him without a mask.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
even asked him, yo, take your mask off.
My man right here, for that episode, he threw on a mask too.
I threw on a little
He
masquerade.
couldn't last because he got hot, right?
Yeah, I was sweating. I'm like, yo, I don't know how you do
Preem
it.
true to that shit. You know what I mean? It's one thing I get.
That's all, you know.
One, two things I gotta give Preem credit for. He loyal to that mask.
Hell
shit. So
yeah,
he,
man.
You know.
Salute
Shout out
to
Preem,
Preem,
man.
Jay Brown,
Yeah, right.
that whole Tampa
faction.
team.
Yeah, exactly. Word.
I
We
feel
got
like
Tampa in the
you're right
building,
there
baby.
with them, man.
Yeah,
Doing your thing.
them definitely good brothers, man. They definitely good brothers. They show love every time they see me. I show love back. So it's definitely love. Plus, it's like a New York thing at the same time.
Yeah,
like
Because they from the Bronx,
yeah,
too.
exactly. Jay Brown from Queens, so it's like it's a thing
That's
when we
right.
see
Jay
each
Brown's
other.
from Queens.
Yeah.
Pusha Preem from the
Bronx,
Bronx.
Bronx, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, nah, it's all love, man. That's all, you know.
It's a circle, right? It's a circle.
And quiet as cat. You ain't hear from me, but we got a joint coming. Me, Preem, Jay Brown.
Oh, word?
And the other artist named
shit.
Frankie. We got a joint coming. It's in the works. We got some shit in the works.
You heard it here first, y'all.
We got some shit in the
Easy.
works. Hope they don't get mad, but you know, I don't think they gonna get mad. Fuck it.
Nah.
They ain't gonna get mad. But
Let
yeah,
it
we
out
got some
the
shit in the works.
bag.
We got some shit in the works.
It's gonna
definitely.
keep the people looking out for it. That's what
Word.
we're
Yeah,
gonna do.
yeah, little promo.
Shit.
Promo.
So, you know, as soon as I walked in with the Wu shirt,
Yeah.
you was like, what? You already got it.
I already
You
knew
know
what you
I'ma
was
wipe my
segueing.
ass.
Yeah.
Yo, you was with the God. You was with Jizza. You
Yeah,
opened up for
yeah.
Jizza.
Yeah. And even before that, like I opened up for Jizza Raekwon and Ghost back in November at the Ritz, and that was like one of the biggest shows I ever
Bigger than.
did.
Wow.
Word.
Wow.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was a crazy experience, man. And
Yeah,
then,
how'd
like,
that come about?
yeah, and you know, I met him. You know what I mean? Cool brother. You know what I mean? Exactly what I thought. You know what I'm saying?
My fault though. Yeah, push that. Yeah.
My fault. I ain't mean to do that. My fault. I ain't mean to disrespect y'all.
Nah,
like
nah,
that.
nah.
It's crazy.
Which is
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got to sign that too. So
Yeah, I got you
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, but definitely, building with the guards is always great, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a dope little experience, man. Just being in Orlando and just having the crowd rocking with you. You know what I mean? It feel good to get on that stage, man. I get in the zone every time, man, and I just knew, the guards is in the building.
Yeah,
gotta do your
it's a
thing. You gotta
different
do your
thing.
thing.
Gotta show up.
Jizza's on my top 5.
That's a nice top 5, bro. That's a nice top 5. But
Liquid
then,
Swords album.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's a classic album
I
right
think
there.
that's,
Talk
the
Liquid
best,
about it every day.
I think that's the
Word.
best solo Wu Tang album. That just album.
Yeah, that it.
Wow.
That's definitely in the
Sword.
top 5
Yeah,
for me as
exactly.
far
Wow,
as solo
yeah.
Wu
That's
Tang
my
albums.
favorite one. I mean, that's my
But
favorite
yo, check
one.
it. I'm gonna tell y'all this too, and I don't know if y'all caught this. But I bought Big Noyd out that night from Mobb Deep.
Wow, Big
Yeah,
Noyd.
Yeah, Big
Yeah, I
Noyd.
peeped
Yeah,
that.
shout out
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Noyd,
that.
man.
Oh,
I met him
shit.
through Sandman. You know what I mean? He actually lived in Florida, so it was crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, he actually lived out there.
Rapper
so,
Noyd.
Yeah, Rapper Noyd. You know what I mean? And I'm a Mobb Deep fanatic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I was up on the Mobb 13, 14, listening to Infamous, getting into wild shit. But that's another story. Doing wild shit. But that's
Yo,
another
sometimes
story.
the music makes you do
Do
wild
s-
shit.
yeah, it really do,
I
like-
say that about DMX. That used to make me fucking
It's
act
either
crazy.
it makes you do wild shit, or it's the soundtrack to the wild
The
shit,
shit
you're
you
already
doing, right?
Yo,
Exactly.
word.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, I mean, that's why I used to get zoned out to the Mobb Deep shit and
Right.
you know, the punch shit.
Right.
You know, that street shit.
shit,
Because
yeah.
I'm like, yo, this is, you know, they speaking of the shit that I'm doing, that
Right.
I'm living, that I'm in.
Right.
I seen my man De La Music just stealing hubcaps one night, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" DMX made me do this. Shit. I'm like, "What?"
Word, it'll do it to you. A good
Yo.
little album, it'll do it to you.
So you
Definitely.
brought out Big Noyd, you said.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucking ill, yo.
That was crazy. Like I had we had a plan. Sandman was like, yo, just do a freestyle over to give up the goods beat and then bring Noyd out. Do say P last lines and bring Big Noyd out. So he came, he pulled up, and I met Noyd before that. Noyd is a good dude, man. Shout out to Noyd.
Yeah.
Mad respect for Noyd for that, because he didn't have to do that shit. But, you know, we just met up one night at the studio. He was just a cool dude. I was playing in my joints. He was like, yo. He was showing me a lot of love, too. I got to definitely word. So he came, he pulled up.
Well deserved, man.
He appreciate that.
Well, I'll
Appreciate
tell you that, man.
He pulled up, you know, he dunning me out. He Queensbridging me out. I'm like, yo, this, in the back of my, I'm like, yo, son, this nigga, yo. And I'm hearing all this gun language shit on the records, and I'm hearing it live. I'm like, nah.
It's a real moment.
I'm like, nah. So I get on stage, the beat drop for Give Up the Goods, I do the freestyle. And yo, Big Noyd, what up, cousin? I can't. I'm like, nah. He ain't coming on stage. He come on stage, he do the classic Give Up the Goods verse. The crowd.
Damn.
I seen the crowd explode, bro. And I'm like, in the back of my, I'm on stage looking cool as fuck, but then like on the back of my mind, I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
That
I
shit
know you
running
lost
through
it.
Yo,
I'm running through your bones.
I'm like, yeah, nah, it was
Chills,
nuts.
chills.
It was nuts, man. And he just did that verse.
That's ill,
And
man.
before I got on, he said, this the future, y'all. I was like, yo.
Damn.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely. That was definitely one for the books for me, that show.
You got any footage of
Oh
it?
yeah, I got that on our page. I got mad footage of that, bro.
Oh, that's what's up.
I got that on my page. Definitely,
Yeah.
I can check that out too.
Check
on
him
the
out.
gram.
Go to his link tree.
all that
shit.
all that. Website coming soon, by the way. You know what I mean? We definitely on our artist side. We got the artist side locked, but it's definitely about that getting that business side locked down too.
Oh, man.
All my artists, get your business affairs in orders. I'm getting mine in order. You know what I'm saying? Get them business affairs in orders.
Yo, I can't front right now. I'm hyped to ask this question.
I'm itching
because-
too. I want to know.
Right? Because you've been name dropping. You've been you've been saying a lot of crazy shit, ill shit.
You been skip to my
Official
luminary,
shit.
kid.
Every time we got a guest on this platform, we always ask one thing. It's something that we feel like will tell us a little bit more about that person, how they
Yeah.
came up, the influences. And
Yeah.
fellas, I think it's time, yo.
It's time.
Yo,
man.
time for the top five. Top five.
Time.
Greatest of all time. Check it out, y'all. Giving y'all the best.
As we go a little something like this.
It's a Jay-Z line. I'm gonna say it like this.
Oh,
Some
shit.
niggas pull your
Trivia.
card and argue all day about who's the best MCs, Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas.
Nas.
That's my three.
Right there.
That's my three right there off it.
Okay.
My fourth and fifth change, and I'll tell you why. It could be Meth and Red. It could be Ghost and Ray. It could be Prodigy and Havoc.
Damn.
It
Combo
could be
duo.
Kiss and Styles. But I can't say Kiss and Styles without saying Chic. You know what I'm saying?
He's hard. He's
But I think
hard.
you can. Because they had that back and forth.
That's it though. That's
Yeah.
it though. Like, but it can. My 4 and 5 change by the day. It could be Sean Price and Prodigy one day.
Wow.
It could be Phife Dawg and Redman the next day. Like it could be Phife and Pun. It could be L and Pun.
Damn. Sean P, though.
Yeah, rest in peace, Sean P. Man,
Sean P.
Sean P is definitely like all of my name. If you listen to all of them, you get me in some way. Some way you get me in some way, shape, or form.
rolled
You know what
up
I'm
and
saying? Rolled up in one. You know what I mean? You get all of them just in one person. For real. But yeah, definitely. I'll say for the most part though, it's Big Hov, Nas, and Kiss and Styles.
Kiss and Styles.
Yo, my man just came in and dropped that like that. Yo,
Yo,
how come
man.
they never let Sheik Luke go in that back and forth shit?
That's a good. I
Right?
don't know. Well, I know Sheik. Like, I mean, Sheik.
I
said
wonder
it
if they
himself,
ever
like,
tried it. You know,
Sheik
They
said
ever
it himself. Like, yeah, I was cool with just doing the lock shit. I was cool with my man's rap.
Yeah.
Like he said it. Like, you know what I'm saying. So that could have been it. But you know, we have to ask Kiss and Styles.
Imagine the
Always
track
been
with all
curious.
three of them, like two bar.
Two ball. Yeah, you
Like all three of them.
It could have
doing
been
that.
done, though.
You know, and do a
would've been the
24
first.
ball verse.
And it ain't too late neither. And they still
Nah,
all
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Kiss and Styles. Like I honestly think, and I'm gonna touch on that verses real quick.
Real quick. Yo, that's the top five. Y'all heard
Yeah.
it. That's the top five.
Pop off. You off your hot shit, getting rocked and dropped off. Lead a boy red man, I'm funked doc if I die ball. Yeah. The type leaving you lockjaw. You know them rap lines we get together and mosh for? If I keep my grind, well, why should it stop yours? Ain't close to my prime yet, but still take Autobot form. Somebody feel me. Praying for you during these times. I told y'all at 17 it's time to bury the swine. But hey, what can I say? Cause the truth is gon' hurt. They profit off Black Death. Yeah, COVID is covert. To build their empires, they plow with your own turf. I'm known as the star seed, empowered through soul search. Hold up. What you mean? You know what we all came to do. Glory to the Most High, all praises due. Hell yeah, heard they calling them to come back. Baby face, rockin' Tommy here, rug rat. You know what's going, come with, hey, you gotta love that. Sit down with the smoke, you don't want that. Sit down with the smoke, you don't want that. Sit down with the smoke, you don't want that. Sit down with the smoke, you don't want that. Sit down with the smoke, you don't. I guess I got a lot of stigmas, some ideas and a lot of assumptions, a lack of peace and a lot of dysfunction. You want some trying to hit my jack with a means for discussion. Meanwhile, I'm knowing deep down it's your need for disruption. But who's supposed to heal them when times are the toughest? Reason with my thoughts, sees the traps in my mind when it's flustered. I've been feeling like days are fleeting, my timing is rusted. Paranoia got me never feeling safe with knowing the spot they loving. Irritated and jaded, never knowing if it's anger, resentment, or hatred. Maybe it's all of them, an alien channeling spaceships. How I'm supposed to live and be a voice for these millions of faces? Tell me that. I'm just reading them off. Years of trauma that somehow I would keep in the dark. I felt the presence of someone hitting deep in the fog. Come to find out the only thing that I needed was God. Hell yeah, heard they calling them to come back. Baby face, rockin' Tommy here, rug rat. You know what's going, come with, hey, you gotta love that. Sit down with the smoke, you don't want that. Sit down with the smoke, you don't want that. Sit down with the smoke, you don't want that. Sit down with the smoke, you don't want that. Sit down with the smoke, you don't.
How do you feel to be like a living prodigy?
I mean, it's a blessing. I'm a product of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? I'm a product of the old school and the newest of the new. I've been in this for years, you know what I mean? So I'm dedicated to this music, you know what I mean? Respect everybody to get respect, you know what I'm saying?